Welcome back to another episode of ShadeTV. My name is Marissa Hill, and today we're going to be talking about a special collaboration with Union LA and Nike on the Cortez in the Sesame colorway. Let's take a quick sneak peek. Welcome back to another unboxing and review. If you're new to the channel, welcome. Be sure to hit that subscribe right now. Give this video a thumbs up. If you have any comments or questions, feel free to leave those down below. Hit that notification box. We do have a ton of heat coming out that I don't want you to miss out on. Also, be sure to check out that join button for all of our amazing membership perks as well as our merch store. Today we're going to be talking about a Union LA collab done on the Cortezes, bringing a very historical sneaker back into the mix. So we'll go through the overview of these, jump into size and fit, followed by how I styled this really just vibrant colorway for the summertime. Then we'll conclude with how these are currently doing on the resale market. So let's jump right into it. For those of you who don't know the history of the Cortez, this is in celebration of the 50th anniversary, which is crazy to think that this originally was a sneaker designed for long distance running. I can't imagine actually running long distance in these, but Forrest Gump was actually able to do it in his famous running scene. So definitely put a mark on the specific silhouette when that movie came out. But a lot of history behind these sneakers since they were released back in 1972. So starting with the front of the toe box region here, we've got this really nice tan colorway, and you can tell that this is a high quality leather that they've used. Working our way up to the top here, we've got just this nice vibrant pop of pink, and then we have this tag here that has 72 on it with Cortez. So perfect, because that is the year that these were originally released. We have the Union LA tag here in orange, which is nice and subtle, but still pops off of that pink and tan colorway. One of my favorite parts of the sneaker are actually the laces, because it is a dual combo lace. We've got it in this pink and tan color scheme. If you're not feeling this though, you also have this really kind of cool pastel vibrant teal that also has that dual combination. It's just a little harder to see here with the cream, but it is that same kind of texture and dual combo color scheme. As we work our way to the tongue, we've got just this off-white yellowed aged look for the color scheme, and then we've got Union with the Nike swoosh underneath in that blue and white colorway, and the tag is in that pink color scheme. We also have that exposed foam on the top there, and on the inside we've got Sidney Poitier, which we've seen on other Union collabs, and then it says "Know the Ledge" in a nice teal colorway. Let's take a look at those details, then move along to the side paneling. So moving on to the side panels, we've got really cool color combinations. This also does really remind me of LA and the colors that I used to wear there when I lived there. And this was definitely inspired by LA culture because the Cortezes are very big out there. We've got the swoosh mark and that nice suede, and that's that bright pop of pink, which I think just hits quite nicely off of that light tan. Underneath, we've got a stripe pattern in yellow and a light bluish teal colorway. As we work our way to the back, we've got Sidney Poitier on the back in blue on top of that pop of pink, and then wrapping around to the other side, the same exact swoosh in the same exact color and texture in that pink color scheme. And then we've got striped colors as well, but we actually have a little bit more pink stripes on this side. We didn't have that so much on the other side. All right, actually looking at both of these, they're very different in their stripe patterns. So let me show you. So there's a little bit of a difference here in the stripe pattern. So this is actually kind of unique, I feel like, in a different way, because the stripes are not identical. So really cool to see that. The insole is a really cool cork texture, and we've got Union and the Nike swoosh in white and teal. I also brought out my Unions over here just because I wanted to kind of show how close the Guava Ice's colorway is to this Cortez. I know it's a completely different silhouette, but it is kind of similar in a sense. It's not exactly the same, but I still do get this Guava Ice kind of feel to it. And you all know how obsessed I am on the Guava Ices, so I definitely had to pick up a pair of the Cortezes just to add to the collection. This also released in another colorway. So besides the Sesame, this also released in a black color scheme. I wasn't as big of a fan of that, so I took a pass on it, but I am currently obsessed with the Sesame color scheme. All right, moving along to the bottom of the midsole and outsole, you'll notice that this kind of has this cool space hippie effect, and we've got all of these different colorways that are kind of blended into that tan color scheme, and you see that on the outsole as well. All right, let's take a look at all of those details. Now let's talk about size and fit on these. So I would say strict true to size, I'm a 7.5 on the Cortezes. This is actually my first Cortez I've ever owned. This isn't one of the silhouettes that I really was in love with when I was growing up, but now that I have one, I kind of am bummed that I didn't wear these in my high school years, because I really just love the fit on these, especially for my narrow feet. If you do have wider, flatter feet, this could also differentiate a size that may work different for you. All right, so now let's jump into styling. This is definitely going to be my go-to summer sneaker. I just am obsessed with this kind of pastel sorbet feel that this sneaker is giving me, and it also is just such a close match to the Guava Ices, and you know how much I love those and how I styled those. So for these, I decided to really go kind of matchy-matchy with the first look. I wore a floral printed tank top that had very similar colors on the floral portion of the tank, and then I wore some just basic denim shorts. Denim is going to go quite nicely because of the blue hue that they chose on here. And then for the second look, I wore a California graphic tee, since this is kind of inspired by California. I definitely had to add that in the mix. And then I just tucked that into some pink shorts.
Unsubscribed from your junk mail long ago. It's time. I'm sorry.
And then for the last and final look, I kept it dressy with a nice just pink dress, which I felt like matched this pink to a tee.
3 people, and you ain't one of them. My apologies if I managed
you let me know down below what's your favorite look of the three, or how would you style these? Now let's conclude with how these are currently doing on the resale market. So these retailed at $130 and they're currently going between $130 to $160. All right, everyone, that's it for this unboxing and review. If you joined us here for the first time, thank you so much. Hit that subscribe on the way out if you haven't already. Give this video a thumbs up. If you have any comments or questions, feel free to leave those down below. Hit that notification bell because we do have a ton of heat coming out that I don't want you to miss out on. Also, be sure to check out that join button for our amazing membership perks, as well as our merch store. This is ShadeTV. My name's Marissa Hill. We'll catch you on the next episode.